Welcome to this explainer. Think of me as your expert consultant today. We're diving straight into the delicate, absolutely crucial art of corporate gifting in the German market. You know, whether you're courting a brand new client or thanking a long-term partner, sending the right gift to Germany, it's not just polite, it's a highly strategic business play.
Let's set the stage here. Germany is an absolute powerhouse. It's one of the largest, most influential economies in all of Europe. That means the business relationships you build there are incredibly high stakes. But here's the catch. German corporate culture is very distinct. You absolutely cannot just recycle the same gift basket strategy you use back home and expect it to work. It requires a specific, strategic, and highly respectful approach.
So, that brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? How exactly do you navigate a culture that prizes strict professionalism while still building a warm human connection? Well, the answer is the perfect corporate gift. When done right, it bridges that gap beautifully.
Here's our roadmap for today's masterclass. We'll cover German business gifting etiquette, budgeting based on relationships, selecting the perfect gift, navigating customs and logistics, and finally, the Walwater Gifts advantage. We're going to walk you through the entire process, from early planning all the way to flawless delivery.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, German business gifting etiquette and navigating the culture. Now, in a lot of cultures, giving a casual gift is just, a standard Tuesday. But in the German corporate world, it's really not an everyday thing. They deeply value professionalism, punctuality, and a solid level of formality. So randomly sending a gift out of nowhere might actually cause some awkwardness. But when timed perfectly, say an early December Christmas gift or a tasteful token right after closing a massive deal, it is incredibly effective. Think of it like a calculated punctuation mark at the end of a great quarter. Just remember to keep the tone respectful. Avoid anything overly lavish, because that'll just make a German executive uncomfortable, rather than appreciative.
Moving on to Section 2, let's talk about budgeting based on relationships and matching value to impact.
Okay, picture this. Imagine sending a cheap, plastic promotional pen to a high-level partner who spends millions with your company every year, right? You wouldn't just insult them, you could literally ruin the relationship. Budgeting correctly stops that from happening. For a top-tier partner, like a company director, you need a substantial premium gift. We're talking a large hamper with Dom Perignon. But for a mid-level contact, maybe someone in their marketing department, a mid-range gift, like a really quality bottle of red wine, hits the nail on the head. It's all about matching the investment to the recipient's role. Go too high and it looks suspiciously like a bribe. Go too low and it just shows a lack of respect.
Which brings us to Section 3, selecting the perfect gift, strategy and faux pas.
So, the cultural boundaries in Germany are actually quite narrow. You've got to draw a hard line between what's acceptable and what's a total faux pas. Stick to tasteful, premium stuff. Gourmet food baskets, fine wines, elegant chocolates. These items command respect and fit perfectly within their formal expectations. So, what crosses the line? Anything overly personal. Clothing, perfume, or just ridiculously extravagant items. Handing a German executive a bottle of designer cologne? Yeah, that's a fast track to a very awkward conversation. Keep it professional, high quality, and delicious.
But here's the real secret to making a lasting impact. It's not just about the gourmet food itself, it's the presentation. Branded corporate gifts build goodwill, and honestly, they stay in people's minds way longer than a generic present. It subtly shows off your company's high standards. It keeps your business top of mind long after those chocolates are gone. It's literally the difference between a quick moment of enjoyment and a lasting, positive brand association.
You can completely personalize the whole experience. Customize ribbons, hang tags, packaging that perfectly matches your company's colors. But listen, here is a vital, non-negotiable tip. If full customization blows your budget, especially on smaller orders, you absolutely must use a custom branded greeting card with your logo. It is the most cost-effective way, hands down, to make sure your brand stays visible, respected, and directly linked to that feeling of goodwill.
Let's pivot to Section 4, navigating customs and logistics, or as I like to call it, the hidden traps.
45 euros. That specific number is the duty-free limit for private gifts entering Germany from outside the EU. But here is the massive catch. That exemption is only for gifts sent from one private individual to another. For corporate gifts, the rules turn into an absolute maze. There are no strict value limits, but high-value corporate gifts coming from outside the EU are almost definitely going to get hit with import duties or VAT.
And this brings up the real danger of non-EU shipping, the dreaded commercial invoice. If you're shipping from, say, the US or Asia, your gift might literally get stuck in German customs. And it gets worse. your valued business partner might actually be forced to pay a customs fee just to receive the gift you sent them. I mean, imagine trying to thank a client, and instead you hand them a tax bill and a delayed package. It completely wipes out the goodwill you were trying to build, and it makes your company look totally disorganized.
Luckily, there's a solution, which brings us to Section 5, the Walwater Gifts Advantage, your execution partner.
So, fortunately, there is a total cheat code to bypass all these logistical nightmares. Walwater Gifts is the premier local EU vendor, and they handle the whole shebang for you. Because their warehouses are actually located inside Europe, shipping a gift basket to Germany means it's traveling intra-EU. And you know what that means? Absolutely no customs forms, no unexpected VAT, and zero extra fees for your recipient. They manage seamless deliveries to all the major cities: Berlin, Munich, Frankfurt, Hamburg. Plus, they specialize in exactly what we've been talking about today: corporate-friendly designs, custom branding, and handling large bulk orders.
To execute this playbook flawlessly, you've got to start by planning early. Do this well before the December rush hits and all the premium stock evaporates. Next, request your quotes for bulk quantities in advance. Vendors can give you way better discounts when they know your shopping list ahead of time. Also, don't forget to factor in the print time for those custom-branded ribbons and greeting cards. Oh, and here's a fantastic insider tip for you. If you pay with a direct bank transfer instead of a credit card, you can actually save up to 10% off your total order, simply because the vendor saves on credit card fees. Huge win!
All right, we've covered the etiquette, the budgeting, the branding, and the logistics. Please, don't leave your vital international relationships to chance by fighting customs alone or accidentally sending the wrong thing. Are you ready to partner with Walwater Gifts, execute this perfectly, and order your corporate gifts today? Remember, in a digital world full of endless emails and video calls, a beautifully executed physical gift speaks absolute volumes about your company's character. So, what is your gifting strategy currently saying about you?